This is the Boynton Beach Mayor's State of the City. This is my first State of the City, and I am super excited about it to let you know what has happened in the past 3 years. First off, let me tell you how much of an honor it's been to be the youngest mayor in Boynton Beach's history. Little did I know what would happen on my inauguration day, but I'm so glad that there was this young woman there to say that her name was Jenna, and I was able to find her a year later to take her out on a date. And last year we ended up getting married. This year we bought our first house together, and we are looking forward to starting a family here in Boynton Beach. And I love you, Jenna. And so let's go talk about the vision and goals that I have. My first one, as soon as I got elected mayor, was to increase safety and the quality of life through technology. When I first got into the fire station, I realized they were still using dot matrix printers from the 90s. And so for those who don't know what dot matrix printers are, they're the ones that go and so we're fortunate that we are finally putting investments towards our first responders. And so what we did is we fully staffed Fire Station 1, which ended up saving us money because now we didn't have to send fire trucks where only ambulances were needed. In addition, we have upgraded our software and hardware for our police department. And one of the things that I'm proud to say is that we finally have had some pension reform with our fire department. We recently signed the ordinances, and we're going to increase the amount of time our firefighters can serve from 20 years to 25 years. Most people don't give too much credit to the people that pick up our trash twice a week and the recycling once a week and our bulk trash. And we're very happy to say is that we are finally giving them the new equipment that they need. I'm sure you've experienced in the past 3 years days where your trash wasn't picked up. It wasn't because people weren't working hard, it was the equipment was failing on them. So if you've seen that new blue trash truck, that's kind of where we're at right now, is that we are finally starting to play keep up instead of catch up. The recession really hit our sanitation department hard, but we are finally moving forward, keeping the city clean. And one of the other things that we have going on tomorrow night that I'm excited is our new Green Business Incentive Program. Whereas some cities decided that they would want to ban plastic bags and straws, I understand that we have a lot of different income brackets here in Boynton Beach. And so we need to make sure that everyone has access. And so rather than trying to disincentivize people from using plastic, we're going to incentivize people to not use plastic. And then our last big enterprise is our water utility. So our water utility actually goes out to Military Trail. And we finally finished that big dig that we had along Woolbright Road that started in 2015. And what that big dig was, it's not water going from east to west, it's actually water coming from west to east. We have to worry about saltwater intrusion on our east wells. So with that, we are taking more water from our western wells in our western treatment facility to go to our new state-of-the-art magnetic ion exchange water treatment facility. My next, after increasing quality of life and reducing crime, is was environmental beautification. I was a very big proponent when I was trying to get elected to get more trash cans in the city. And I'm sorry to say that I did not do a great job. I only got one. It was at the corner of Northeast 5th Avenue and Northeast 1st Street, and it seemed more people threw trash at the trash can than actually in the trash can. But that's not going to stop me, because I feel that we need to have two aspects to really help clean the litter off the street. One is education, making sure that our younger generation knows how important it is to keep the plastic off the ground, because the statistics show that if we keep polluting the earth the way that we're polluting, there's going to be more plastic in the oceans than fish. Working with the Boynton Beach Garden Club, last November we had our first plant sharing program, where we were able to, in conjunction with the Boynton Beach Garden Club, Community Greening, and the Woolbright Farmers Market, be able to give out over 100 different plants, herbs, and trees to the community so that they understand the importance of having green in our lives. And how many people have been to the beach recently at Oceanfront Park? Does everybody like the new shade canopy that we have, that are solar panels? That is with our partnership with FPL's Solar Now program. So you have the ability to donate $9 to FPL so that they are building solar canopies in the city of Boynton Beach. And so the city is getting $4,000 in rent each year because they're not our canopies. We're just getting the rent for them to hold. But we are saving over $100,000 in the sunshades that used to be there. So the fact is that we're probably going to save hundreds of thousands because those solar panels are going to last a lot longer than the nylon sunshades. And I was looking back, one of the first things that I did as mayor was go to our go to Intracoastal Park to plant new trees. So we actually are celebrating our 35th year as a Tree City USA by the Arbor Day Foundation. And then who here has spent an hour this past year or 2 years picking up trash from one of our parks? All right, I appreciate that. And that's something else that we forget that we can do. That if everybody picks up one piece of trash, there's going to be a lot less trash on the ground. So we have, this past weekend, we had our first Saturday, there's a cleanup over at our Oceanfront Park, and then every first Sunday, there's a cleanup over at the Intracoastal Park Clubhouse. Furthermore, we are the most diverse city in Palm Beach County. I don't know if you know what that means, but that means we have all different types of people here and all different types of socioeconomic people as well. We have the country club and we also have the heart of Boynton Beach. We have our single family homes and our condos and apartments. So we have a mixed range of different incomes that come together as a community in our city. Some of the people that I'd like to give a shout out that I've been able to attend their different organizations is the Baptist Temple for their Diwali event, the Seventh-day Adventists for their Teacher Appreciation Night, our local Chabad who does a Hanukkah lighting over at our Boynton Beach Mall, the missionary Baptist churches that reach out to the community and give everyone a helping hand when they need one, and including our United congregation that keeps everyone welcome, our Reform synagogues that give our Jewish community the opportunity to pray at their level. In addition, the different Muslim communities. I've been very fortunate to get familiarized myself with the Bengali community. They use our high school for their Deshi festival. And we recently celebrated International Mother Language Day with them over at our high school because they realized that we need to make sure that all mother languages are preserved for our future. Make sure that you are trying to perceive the positive. For example, I got a lot of questions as mayor, what is your biggest problem in Boynton Beach? And I said, no, we don't have problems, we have opportunities to do better. We are very fortunate in Boynton Beach to have some county nonprofits here. One of the ones that we have is our Literacy Coalition. In addition, we have the Children's Service Council, which encompasses Palm Beach County. That's part of your property tax that gives every parent the education and information to make sure that they're raising a healthy and happy child. And if your child is not healthy or happy, there is a resource available for you that is free. It's called 211. At any time, you can call 211. I call that our non-violent emergency hotline. So I feel the biggest concern is the transportation issues, because I left my house at 5:30 today thinking I was going to get here in 10 minutes, and it took about 20 minutes. And so what I'm doing is that I'm on the Transportation Planning Agency. We're the ones that set the budget for Palm Beach County. And with that, we finally created or starting to fund Palmtran so that they have an updated payment system so you can use a credit card. And one of the things that I'm very happy to say that I was able to do as the mayor, besides conducting the Gold Coast Band, is that I got to be the keynote speaker for our veterans events. We have multiple veteran events each year. And so as I wrap up, I want to thank you again for coming to the mall.